What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be covering some of the upgrades I'm going to make to the bike to get it ready for the Lone Star Rally. Stay tuned. Alright, the first thing I'm going to end up changing on this bike to get it ready for the rally is actually going to be my headlight. And for this application, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver. That's it. And then after that, you got to take out the ring on this, the glass cover, and then ultimately getting to the light bulb underneath. I've had this thing on for a little bit, so that light, well, it was hot. Now it's pretty cold. That's good. I'm going to actually take it out to the street so you guys can see, and it's nighttime right now, so you guys can see the difference between halogen headlights and LED. Alright, so something else that you probably just noticed is when I went to make that turn, my steering got stiff. I actually added something to the bike, and I didn't know where it came from or where it went, but it came with the bike when I bought it. Let me show you. This is very, very weird, but it's okay. Alright, you see these little plastic pieces? This thing right here behind the tank? Yeah, this wasn't here before, and I just figured out where they go. Yeah, but the problem is, this is my throttle cable right here. See how it goes through the frame up inside there? But the other one goes in front of the neck. Yeah. Well, as it goes over here, you probably can't see. I have a problem. Watch. As soon as I pull this throttle back, it's supposed to snap right back. If I pull it back, I let it go, it stays wide open. Not good. And it didn't do that before I put those plastic pieces on. You can see where the cable goes around the neck over here, and it comes out the other side up here. I think it's kinked right in here, causing it not to move. It's supposed to, as soon as I let it go, it's supposed to snap back like that, and it doesn't do that. I can pull it wide open and let it go. That's not good. So that's another thing I'm going to be addressing this evening. I'm going to try to knock out a few things also, because I got to take this cover off and address the throttle cable on here. Probably go ahead and reroute it. So you'll probably see that on the time lapse. I'm going to knock all this stuff out because I'm actually leaving to go to Uvalde tomorrow morning, because it's deer season. We got to get things ready out on the ranch. There you go. We got to get things ready out on the ranch. So I got to pack up my clothes and get the truck ready and all that stuff. But while I still got a little bit of time, I figured, what the heck, let's go ahead and make a quick video before I roll. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get busy on the bike. Whenever you go to take one of these headlights off, you want to take the two screws that are mounted just up underneath here on either side. There's two of them, and they're going to have like a little metal sleeve or a plastic sleeve. All right, you don't want to lose that. Try not to break it, and try not to round these off, okay? try not to. I'm using a longer screwdriver, but I suggest getting one of those stubby ones, which whenever I go to install this, I'm probably gonna put the stubby one, or I'm gonna use the stubby one whenever the shorter screwdriver when I put it back on. All right, when you go to pull this out, you're gonna grab from the bottom and you pull out about 2 to 3 inches, right? So you pull away, and sometimes the top of this will get stuck. All right, so what's happening, it's a hook like this. So from the top, you bop it from the top and it slides right down, and that's what it looks like. It's a little a hook, and it grabs this lip. So if it's up here like this, grab the bottom, pull out towards you, but not all the way, about maybe an inch. Okay, yeah. And then on the top, you bop it, and it should pop right loose. Sometimes they get hung up, they get stuck, they're a pain in the ass, but it will come off. This light here, it will be hard for you to take off. For me, I've taken it off a couple times. So it will be easy. Try not to drop this, because these are kind of expensive to replace. And I know that these plugs are good, so that's good. All right, you're gonna have a dust cover for your light bulb. Grab the tab, pull it away. All right, don't lose it. And this is where it gets pretty simple and pretty easy. Hopefully you guys can see. Mind you, I haven't done this yet. This is still sealed, it's still brand new. I haven't taken it out yet. This is the first time in 2 years since I bought it. The only part of this I'm gonna touch is the actual prongs, the back side of it. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but give it a whirl. All right, I'm actually just gonna stick that right here in my pocket for a second. All right, this here, I think you can push it down and off to the side, and that pivots. This little retaining clip, this is actually a spring, and then the light should come straight out, and both the filaments look good, but the bike's not acknowledging a high beam, so it's whatever. So we're going to stick that to the side, pull the new one out, insert the new one. All right. And just line it up. The corresponding slots. Like that. Voila. Take the clip. Push it back down. Make sure it hooks. It's right where it needs to be. And then your dust cap. It says top. It's actually upside down. Okay, I am an idiot. There we go. Mucho bueno. That means more better. Much better, more better. Actually, more better would be más. But it's whatever. I don't really speak Spanish, nor do I care to learn much more. Okay, so then we're ready to put this back in. Now, before I do, I noticed I kind of made a mistake. I need to pull these wires out, and I need to unplug them and reroute them, because the way this is, it really should be coming up in front of the triple tree instead of stooping behind. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm actually going to unplug these really quick and reroute them. So if you guys give me just a minute, let me unplug that real quick, and I'll put this light back in. Hold on a second. All right, so while you guys are also on time lapse, I'm taking a little a quick second here. I am also doing a few more adjustments. Like I said, to the throttle itself, I'm gonna make some adjustments to that. It's not moving. So down there, it's supposed to, see, I'm letting go of it. It's supposed to snap back like that, and it's not doing it. So I'm gonna loosen this up and rerun that wire around the front of the neck and get it out from behind here, because it was doing fine until I put these panels back in, and now I think it's kind of pinched in there. Also give me a chance to kind of make some last minute adjustments, things I didn't really care too much for when I was putting it back together. And as time goes on, I can see where things were supposed to go, because I've never messed with a bike like this before. On here, yes, it looks like a nightmare, but I'll tell you right now, everything has its own special place. You can't screw this up. There's no way to mess it up. I'm gonna rerun this wire as well to go around the front. So any wires that are supposed to go a certain direction will now go the direction that they were designed to go. So now that I know where everything goes, let's go ahead and put it back together as I drink my Coca-Cola. Non-sponsor, wouldn't mind it though. Whoa, it's about to get worse. Yeah, Coca-Cola burp. All right, so what I've done is I've actually rerouted these two cables, and I've opted to a different direction with it. Instead of going in front of the frame of the neck of the bike, I went down here and behind that plastic panel that I just installed. And you see right here, I went behind here through the frame, out the other side, behind this, and then as you can see, right up inside here, and voila. So it's much neater. I think that's how it originally was, and now we get snapback. You can even hear it and see it. Perfect. So it took me a little while to kind of figure out how to get it, because it kept getting really too tight in here and it didn't want to move, but I finally got it. I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, so now all I gotta do is just reassemble this side, rerun the rest of the wires where they need to go, plug this up, and hook up the new LED headlight. Okie dokie. Here's what we got. It took me a little while. I had to stop the time lapse on the camera because it was kind of getting in the way. I forgot where all the wires went. I unplugged everything and completely forgot where everything went. So I had to kind of tinker with the power on and all that crap. But I got it. Everything works just fine. I still have an issue with this light back here. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to just stay on like these up front. See, they come on, but I only got one in the back, and I'm supposed to have two of them, but it won't turn on. I don't know why. But I'll figure that out at a later time. But yeah, I got this all buttoned up, nice and neat. I don't know if that light bulb will fit in here just yet. I gotta plug it in. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. I'm trying to keep as clean as I can, even though it's not. Go ahead and plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Alright, nice solid connection. And hopefully that light will go in with no issues. And it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but it'll fit.
That's what she said.
Yeah, see, this is what I had trouble last time, moving these wires out of the way. They just get right in the way. Let's pull these up. I noticed that I got a bare wire sticking out here, so I gotta address that later. Let's see if this is gonna work. Hook it in the bottom and push it. There we go. It's a little bit better. It ain't beautiful, but it'll work. So let's go ahead and get this all buttoned up, and then I'll see you guys out on the street. Alright, so here's a little tip I highly suggest. You're going to put these screws on, which I was in fear of stripping them. Remove the actual headlight from the bike, the whole casing. Take out the nut on one side and the bolt on the other, and it should slide right out. And then you can just pull the casing forward. I think these little spacers in here too. But yeah, I mean, you can move it around. As you can tell, I've never taken it off the bike. Never got into this. But anyway, now you can access this. So just a little tip, I would suggest take this out the bike so you can run this up. Now with everything all put together, looks like everything is nice, neat, put away. I will be coming back to this and I'm going to resolder all of these. I don't like how they are. Not a big fan of that. But that's just, it's good for now, as long as it's functional at the moment. But yeah, I mean, all the lights seem to be all wired up. The only true test is to turn it on. Throttle. It comes back. And we'll do our lights. It doesn't look that bright during the day. Okay, that's not bad. That's a little bright. And then high beam. Oh wow, okay. It's hard to tell because I got really bright lights in here. Let's kill it. Okay, that's better. That's better. Now we're gonna check this out on the highway, or at least out on the road. It doesn't look like much of a difference here, but I promise you it'll be a difference on the road. All right, so let me go ahead and get this outside and we'll do a comparison. It's cold. Oh no! Well, that was disappointing because it literally just shut off. Oh, that sucks. There's no light. You gotta be kidding me. I wonder if I blew a fuse. Well, that sucks. Let's check and see if I blew a fuse. Who knew that would happen? Oh boy. So let's go ahead and take that light back off, and I'm going to run a test on that circuit and see if it's possible we may have blown our brand new light, and that's going to make me mad. God, man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Alright, so clearly it's not a short, and I've already checked the fuses and they all come out with good continuity, which means that the fuses are good. Problem is, why is the rest of it not working? It's really gonna make me mad, because guys, I literally just got everything all put together. I got what, 5 minutes of runtime maybe, and then the lights. One cat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But it's all part of a project bike, guys. You're gonna run into these problems. Back of it. And it doesn't look burnt. But before I even bother checking the bulb, let's check if I got power across the terminals. I don't see anything burnt, so it's a good sign. Who knew that a headlight installation was going to turn into a troubleshooting video? Alright, so we're going to do, set it on 20 volts, and what I'm looking for is 12 coming from the battery. Probably not going to see what I'm seeing, but you know what, let me put you guys in the GoPro real quick, and that way you guys can see what I'm looking at. Alright, so here is my cheap ass voltmeter, and what I'm looking for is 12 volts across these terminals. So power on, and this should give me a low beam. I don't know which one was ground, which one was power. No. And yes. Alright, so there is voltage going to low beam. See? 11.79, so that's still good. This will be my ground. Here's 11 volts. It's low beam. There's nothing there. And then high beam, again ground. There you go, there's your high beam. That's 11.73 volts. So that's your low beam, that's your high beam, that's your ground. So to test that ground, you swing over here to continuity. You touch ground to ground, and it should give me resistance, and it does. See all those numbers jumping all over the place? That's good. If I break it, OL for open loop. So yeah, this is my ground. So if I were to take this one and we're set to low beam, I should get a reading right now. Oh wait, that's continuity. Right now, it should say 11, and it does. And if I switch over to high beam, ground to the high beam side, 11.61. Yep. So that tells me I'm getting power here. That's good. That tells me that I do have a live circuit here. I will not have to test the fuses that are in the back, but I'll show you that right quick. The fuses are tucked up underneath here. So let's do a quick check on those. They're right here. And the one I'm after is the headlight. Come here. And that's going to be the second fuse over. It says 10 amps, but I got a 30 amp fuse in there. I don't know why. It's a little bit overkill. Whenever you go to check for fuses, you want to check continuity. You go to this little symbol right here, and then what you're looking for is resistance. If you see OL, and that OL is open loop, if you see that, that means your fuse is probably blown. And without taking your fuse out, there's usually these little prongs on the very top, and you can just touch them. Touch one side, touch the other, and I got numbers, which is good. That means the fuse is good. I got resistance. So if I wanted to, I can check all the other ones. I got resistance there. I got resistance there. And I got resistance there. So all of my fuses are good. I got good power. So I'll tell you right now, guys, all fingers at this point are pointing to a bad bulb. Man, that is disappointing, guys. I just bought, oh, I didn't just buy it. So I've had this thing for about a year. Man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. I think it burned out right away. It is disappointing. It's like I had a loose connection. I don't think that's very quality anyway. Man, that really is disappointing. Now without the casing, let's go ahead and plug this in. We're gonna try this. Power is off. Plug this in to where it's just touching, and it should come on, and it doesn't. Low beam, high beam, I got nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a bad bulb. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to shop at AUXITOLED and see if they got one for me. Man, that is lame, dude. Oh, that's so lame. Where's the other bulb that I took out? Right here. Well, at least I'll still have a light bulb. I didn't throw it away, which is good. Come on. I'm so mad right now. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I already looked at the filament on that one, the high beam. I do not have it. It is burned out. And this one here. Clearly it's bad. I will do some shopping and find another one for this bike. I'm not touching the bulb. I'm just gonna... We're gonna touch the light on here. Got a little bit of power. It should come on. Yep. Oh, yeah. And then high beam, nothing. So I'm gonna put this light back in, and we're gonna call it a night. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, here's proof that the headlight does work still. I still got power to it. Kind of sad that it turned out the way it did, but that's alright. That's what you get when you have a project bike. Some things work and some things just don't go according to plan. That's okay. That's alright, guys. I did manage to get all this other stuff put away, and it does look better. It's cleaner. There's no wires that are really exposed, but it's crisp out here. But I just hope that you guys enjoyed this video as I did making it. And that's pretty much going to be a wrap for today's video. I did go online to AUXITOLED, and I did purchase another headlight from them. locked in, then I'm gonna slap it into the bike and we'll go from there. So until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel.